Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Lakeisha Mathews, Director of the Career and Internship Center at the University of Baltimore, wishing you, a UBalt student employee, a very, very happy National Student Employee Appreciation Week. This is a special edition of our Health and Wellness Workshop for student employees. Wellness. I have a question for you. How would you define personal wellness? We know that as student employees, you have a lot on your plate, and our hope is that you have a definition of what wellness means for you and that you are taking care of yourselves academically, personally, and professionally. Today, we like to make sure that you can balance everything on your plate and stay well while doing so. So we would like to talk about and provide our definition of what wellness and health looks like. When we talk about wellness, we're talking about how you manage your stress. When we talk about wellness, we are talking about your mental and emotional wellness. We are also talking about your health, your physical health, substance abuse, use, or hopefully not abuse, and your sexual health. And to wrap it all up, we would like to introduce to some and maybe reintroduce to others what we call the wellness wheel. The concept here is that you as a person are like an automobile. And in order for your car to function well and get you from A to B, it has to have wheels on it. And in order for those wheels to work the way that they're supposed to, they have to be properly inflated. Well, health and wellness is how we ensure that we are personally properly inflated. And that means that we are addressing all the parts of ourselves, not just focusing on one or two. These parts include your spiritual, emotional, intellectual, physical, social, environmental, and financial health and wellness. Many UBalt students and many professionals tend to focus on one or the other, particularly the intellectual or the financial while you're in school. But in order for your car to get you from A to B, in order for your tires to be running the way they're supposed to be working, you actually have to make sure you're a balance in every area of your life. That is the best way to keep your car running well. And the good news about our health and wellness is that we are in control of it. The more stress we have in our life, the less health we tend to have in our life. But the more health we have in our life, the less stress. So the goal is, even as you're working and balancing your academics and all of the other commitments that student employees have on your plate, that you're going with more health, that balance wellness wheel, so you can reduce the stress in your life. And I'm going to present today several keys to health and wellness, to making sure that your tires are properly inflated. And number one is stress management. You must manage your stress as a student employee who is balancing work, academics, family commitments, and much more. You can manage your stress by first managing your time, or it will manage you. Number two, by delaying gratification. Sometimes you have to put off that social gathering, that Netflix show you really want to watch, to get work done and delay that gratification. By responding to situations and circumstances and even challenges in healthful ways, making sure that you're not allowing negative circumstances to make you negative, but instead finding positive ways to respond to all of the challenges we can all face in life. And also knowing how stress affects you. We all have different responses to stress. Some of us may eat when we're stressed. Others may shut down when we're stressed. Some of us may go shopping when we're stressed. Knowing how you respond when you're stressed is great, because it will give you an indicator where you can say to yourself, why am I doing this behavior? Why am I eating? Why am I on Amazon shopping? I'm actually really stressed. Let me just deal with the stress that I'm facing at this time. Tip number two is healthy eating. So in order to keep that car moving along and to keep you going well, you need to put good stuff into your body. I think about healthy eating, not just on the wellness wheel and keeping our tires full, but also like the gas tank of the car. What type of gas you put in your car is really important. If you don't put any gas in your car, it can't even go anywhere. The same thing with what we eat. What we put into our body is really important to making sure that we feel good. We have the energy to do what we need to accomplish. So you have to give some thought to what you put in your body on a daily basis. Are you living to eat or eating to live? So what role does food even play in your life? And do you know how to eat properly, how to eat to maintain good health, such as what are the proper portions you should be eating? If you're really interested in this topic and this is one area that you would like to work on to make sure your tire is fully inflated, email me at lmatthews@ubolt.edu and I will send you a fun portion style quiz so you can learn about healthy eating. To learn about healthy eating, you can also go to the website choosemyplate.gov, and they will teach you all about portions, what foods you should eat every day, meaning food groups of what we might call macronutrients, and how much of those food groups we should have each day. And remember, the concept here is to put things in our body that are going to help us perform, that are going to help us stay up and study, that are going to help us get up in the morning and feel good, that are going to help us get a good night's sleep, versus putting things in our body that are not going to be helpful to us. Tip number 3, move your body. You can't just put good things in your body. You also need to move your body, right? And make sure that you're taking care of your car, of this automobile that you want to get you from point A to B, right? When you have a car, you have to take your car out to get oil changes. You have to take your car to get checks sometimes and make sure everything is okay to keep it up and running. You have to rev up that engine. This is the same thing with moving our body, making sure we're taking care of this physical person so that the physical person can carry us through all of the intellectual and the social and the things that we need to do. The recommendation for college students from studentcafe.com is 150 to 300 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise weekly, 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity per week, and muscle strengthening exercise twice per week. And if you put it all together, what it looks like is creating some variety of those 3 components in an exercise program for yourself 3 times per week. And depending on your accessibility, your physical capabilities, this can look very different for all of us. For some of us, it might mean going to the gym. For others, it may mean a walk around your neighborhood. For others, it may mean a treadmill you have at home. It really is using whatever resources you have to make sure that you are taking care of your physical body. You take care of what you put in it, and you take care of how you condition it, and it will carry you through your academic experience and your career well. Tip number 4, manage your mental and emotional health. You can have a car and it looks great on the outside, but under the hood, there could be some things wrong. And we know that the engine is really that part of the car that keeps it going. And I like to think of your mental and your emotional health as your personal engine. You want to make sure that that wellness wheel is balanced. You also need to make sure that you are healthy on the inside, that you have a positive outlook in who you are, that you have a positive outlook on your future and are making plans that you are realistic and smart goals that you can actually accomplish, that you are building your resilience to cope with setbacks and the challenges that we can all face and not letting them take you down, but learning how to get over them with healthy strategies. It also means that we're keeping a lookout for depression and anxiety. 41% of college students actually experience moderate to severe depression. College is a hard time. There's a lot going on. Not only are you taking classes, you're trying to graduate in a certain amount of time, you have other things to balance like work and taking care of your health. Some of us have children, et cetera, et cetera. And we also have to pay for all of this. So it can get really overwhelming. So just know that whether you have clinical depression, meaning a doctor or a psychiatrist has actually told you that you are in a stage of depression, or you experience moments or episodes of feeling down for days at a time, that it is treatable. There are ways to get help for depression. And right at the University of Baltimore, we have a wonderful student assistance program that can link you to someone to talk to give you strategies to manage and to overcome depression. But also know if it's left unchecked, in some cases, depression can become really serious and even lead to things like suicidal thoughts. So the main thing is get help, know when you're feeling down. And the good test is if you're feeling down more than 4 or 5 days, then it's probably time to talk with someone. The other thing, or the other side of the coin, is anxiety. Some of us may not be feeling a sense of overwhelming doom or gloom, but we just may be very anxious and concerned about all of the things on our plate, what we have to get accomplished. It's not enough, hours in a day to get it accomplished. We don't know how we're going to pay for something. So some of us may even have a clinical diagnosis of generalized anxiety, which is a constant state of worry. Others of us may just experience it from time to time. But do you know anxiety, like depression, is treatable? There are strategies for it. Do you know that you can also use the UBalt Student Assistance Program to help manage your anxieties before it goes into compulsive behavior, obsessive behavior, and even sometimes realize that some of us may have panic attacks, or we may be experiencing anxiety based on something that a traumatic experience we had in our lives. These things are all okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting to or thinking or trying to work to confirm that you're experiencing depression or anxiety. The key is to not go it alone and to get help, because college is hard. Tip number 5, manage your money. Well, in order to go to college, you have to pay for it, and it is not cheap. So one of the things we recommend, or the website advantix.com says, is number 1, understand your college financing. Have a good understanding of how you're paying for college and what the outcomes of your payment plans are going to be when you graduate. Know where your money goes. You're a student employee, so you are making money while you're in college. So know where your money goes. Some of us are spending $25, $30 on coffee every week, which is not a problem if you're a coffee drinker and that's what you want to do with your money. But if you add that up, that $25 with 4 weeks in a month, you're spending about $100 on coffee. The question is that where you want your money to go? And if not, then we need to look at other ways to feed our coffee or curb our coffee habits. Make sure you're also saving. Prepare for your future now. Whether it's $25, $50, or $100, put something in a savings account. And if you don't have a savings account, get one started. This can really help reduce your anxiety, is having money there for an emergency fund, no matter how small a portion you start off putting into it. Understand your debt. Understand if you have credit card debt, mortgage debt, car debt, loans, student loans, and what those things, what they are, how much they are, what has to be paid, and when it will be paid off. Make sure that you understand it. Build your own credit. Find out ways to get your credit report through the 3 major credit agencies. Learn what your credit score is, what's on your credit report, and if you don't have any credit, how you can start building credit. Continue to gain work experience, because it's the work experience right now on campus that's not only helping to put money in your pocket, but also it's going to help you promote yourselves to employers when you go up for your new job or advancement after graduation, and hopefully negotiate more money because you had this work experience while you were working on your academics. And realize that opportunity does cost, and you have to invest in yourself. College is a major investment in yourself, but the numbers and research shows that it does pay off with how much you will make over a lifetime. Other expenses in college also can be investments, whether you're joining a professional association, purchasing dress for success items such as blazers or shoes or things to wear to work. All of these are investments. And if you budget, and you save, you can take advantage of these investments in your own self without them overtaking you or even going into debt. So in turn, those are some of the tips and strategies for balancing your wellness wheel. We want to just thank every UBalt student employee for the fantastic job you do helping all of our offices run on campus. And we also want you to take care of yourself. Make sure that your wellness wheel is running properly. Make sure that your emotional health, your financial health, your career health, et cetera, that all of those areas are being addressed, that you have goals, that you're staying positive, that you're eating right, and that you're getting enough sleep as well as exercising. I know it's a lot, but it is possible. If you'd like to talk about your wellness wheel, please reach out to your career coach by going to Career Center at ubalt.edu or emailing us at careercenter@ubalt.edu. We would love to speak with you in a career coaching session about any of these items. And never forget that the Office of Student Support has the Student Assistance Program if you feel you need to talk with anyone because you are overwhelmed right now. Again, we appreciate you. Stay healthy. Make sure you stop by the Career Center and pick up your special gift for National Student Appreciation Week. Take care.